greatest show on earth.
Hi, guys. Welcome back
Oh,
to the Con Culture Convo. Hi, Tempo.
let
We're
up.
on opposite coasts today.
We are.
Literally opposite. I'm in California. You're in old SC.
Yep. Is it cold over there?
It's like 60, 63. It's actually really nice.
It is 21 degrees outside right now here. They're having that big cold front moving in, and apparently this weekend and next weekend is going to be crazy. Apparently, everybody keeps talking about it. Yeah, like they said, there's supposed to be the cold, like one of the biggest cold fronts coming from the northeast down.
Cold
ever.
or storm?
Well, both. It's so Nashville is going to get like 6 inches of snow apparently. So.
What I'm getting to is we're going to be at the same show in South Carolina next weekend. And I would really like it not to bomb because there's a snowstorm.
Oof. I mean, that area can't suffice to that. So that'll be interesting. I mean, nowhere in the Carolinas is ready for snow. So, I mean, besides like obviously Asheville and stuff, but like, your kind of normal cities and stuff. I don't know.
I don't like the sound of this. This is depressing me.
It's okay. It's only like a 2,000-mile drive for you. So no,
it's closer to 3,000 miles.
Oh, fun. Even better. And well, at least it's a 2-day show, not like a 3 or 4 day show. So that's good. At least.
Why have more chances to make money? Oh, of course this is going to happen. This is going to be my luck.
You better get driving quick, boy.
I'm going to, but that's not going to matter if I'm just rolling to a storm.
I mean, I'd definitely take the southern route.
Oh, there's no other route. I took the southern route coming out to Sacramento.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
Which is where you're at right now. Which we will be doing a review on in a couple weeks, guys. So look forward to that. I wanted to. We're going to do something else, and I'm going to throw Chris for an entire loop. We are not doing what we discussed, and we're going to do something else.
I know you were very vague in your text. When I said, "What are we talking about?" and you're like, "You just come and bring your fast food knowledge." I'm like, "Have you seen my body? It's made by fast food."
Yes,
I'm full of fast food knowledge.
You're process to table. That's is the term.
There's no farm in anything that's about me.
Process farm to table.
Preservatives to table is what I got.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the reason why I'm switching up is because you made a post on your social media platforms about you making it kind of a big time this year. For everyone who doesn't know,
my YouTube analytics.
Yes.
I don't know if that was a post about me making it big time, but okay.
Well, a bigger time than you were. So there you go.
You're than that I was.
Yes. Chris is growing consistently both on his YouTube and on a scale. So
yes, that's right.
Yeah. If they scale how they have been, I'm a little worried for Chris's health. But
I won't make it to another year is probably what's going to end up happening.
Yes. Enjoy 2025 of Set Streets and Eats and the Culture Convo because this is it, guys.
I did post my 2024 recap from my YouTube channel today. Okay, well,
so let me give you. I'm going to give everyone the data because it's actually quite impressive. He'll play it down, but it's actually a pretty big deal because Chris has been working on it really hard since 2019,
October of 2019. Yeah.
So we're talking 6-ish years coming up.
That's why these stats aren't a big deal. Because I've been doing this for recently. Years.
So in 2024. You have 4.6 million views across your videos.
Okay? I did, yes.
You had 146 uploads, 88,000 likes, and almost 14,000 comments. And 30
likes.
You're up to 38,000 subs. That's a big deal.
I've definitely been tracking that. My whole goal this year is to get to that 100. I want my button.
Yeah,
I would like
get the
like
little
to get
YouTube
to the minor
plaque,
leagues,
right?
Yeah, you get the silver plaque. This is how I look at YouTube. YouTube is if you were going by like say Major League Baseball. So major leagues, I think, are Basically anything with a million subs and over. But I think that 500,000 to a million subs, you're in the minor leagues, the upper echelon of minor leagues. And I think the 100,000 to 500,000, you're in like the farm clubs for the MLB. Like they might pull you up, so to speak, if you're over 100,000. But everyone else under that 100,000, it ranges from kids playing baseball in the streets to guys playing the softball league. That's how I kind of liken that under 100,000.
So which echelon. One are you? Because I can't imagine you in anything related to sports. But
that's correct. That's why I use the sports analogy so I can be related to sports. Yeah, I think I'm definitely in the weekend church softball league level of YouTube with my nearly 40,000 subscribers.
So you're like the Schitt's Creek softball game that they couldn't finish it.
An insult. Yeah, it's not, I'm not meaning to insult any of my subscribers at all. I'm very proud of the channel. But when people when you talk about doing YouTube for a living, which is not something I'm privileged at doing, you're getting closer. Well, yeah, but you have to be in at least the minor leagues, which would be that 100,000 to 1 million sub range to be able to afford to do this for a living. I'm sure there's exceptions to that rule, but in my mind, the way I look at it, that's about what I would need a month. So I have an idea of what, if I had 100,000 subs, I kind of have an idea of what that would be bringing in a month if the views were consistent with that many subs. And you're getting close to being able to do it full time, but not quite there. But, anyway, that was a long, boring inside baseball, no pun intended, explanation of YouTube that no one asked for.
Because a lot of people don't get how it works. They just think you just post and it's like it, and you can make money off of it. You can't make money until you get 1,000 subs minimum.
Right.
And then,
4,000 hours
there and views
of watched time,
which is a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. It took me, a lot of people do it in a week, so I don't know, but it took me a long time. It took me over 2 years. It was even longer than that to hit. It took me a little over 2 years to get, maybe even close to 3, to actually get monetized. Yeah. And then it takes a lot longer after that to start making money every month.
But I think that's because you've transitioned. Because you transitioned from being a food and travel vlogger into the animatronic world of stuff. And that's really kind of took off.
It did.
But I was looking at your top videos of this year on your little review thing. And animatronics weren't the only ones up there, my friend.
They were not. In fact, there's still in my top 10. The Con Culture Convo is supported by Toy Temple. Toy Temple is one of the largest Funko and exclusive pop culture distributors in the United States. They specialize in providing an experience for fans through events, experiences, and an easy-to-navigate website full of unique collectibles at incredible prices. They have 9 retail stores in Arizona, booths at San Diego and New York Comic-Con, and a fast-growing website with 24/7 customer service. So head on over to thetoytemple.com, and we have a special for our Convo listeners. Use promo code CONTALK15 to take 15% off your next order. That's thetoytemple.com, and thanks to Toy Temple for supporting the Convo. It's about 60% animatronic, 40%
we're getting squeezed history. Out though. Your fast food
history,
your all those fast food related history. So videos are doing really well.
My top video of the year was fast food related. It was a McDonald's video. That got the most views this year because I think I started the year on that video. I think I'd already done it in the fall of 23, but it only had 10,000 views. But then when this year started, it just took off. So it has 370 some thousand views now. And so that was my most growing video of the year.
Okay.
McDonald's. Yeah.
So what is your future plans for 2025? Not con related, but strictly vlog related. Well, what are you trying to do? I know you want to get to that 100K subs, but how do you do? Obviously, I think that might be a stretch for this year, but I don't think it's completely out of the realm of possibility.
I'll tell you why. The reason I'm optimistic about it, and this, again, I'm very thankful that my animatronic fans have stuck with me and grown the channel. But I will say this. There's a few of those videos that get really, really crazy high hits on the animatronics, but consistently my fast food history videos get more. And I think it's also because it's not as narrow of a niche as an animatronic focus would be. That's a very niche part of fans, even though that's a huge fan base. It's still very niche, but fast food is something I think everyone, at least in America, eats sometimes, if not all the time.
Yeah.
And so it's more relatable, and it's a wider niche of people.
Can I ask you something that we've never discussed, but I think now that you're talking has made me just want to jump on. Do you think someone could pull off a fast food related con?
Yes. In fact, I just got asked about one, and you just reminded me that I meant to talk to you about it. So you know that guy, Ken is the dealer
Steel
at
City?
Steel City that has all the old.
Of course,
McDonald's.
I knew you're talking about him. That guy is a legend when it comes to fast food toys, man. My God,
he's got crazy stuff.
He's got everything.
At the show in December last month, I got to talking to him, and he goes, "You know what? If someone," he was talking about me, if someone like yourself would like organize a fast food con, I can promise I can get 12 vendors right now for something like that. And I was like, really? And I was like, that's interesting because, and I got to thinking about it, went back to my booth. You could basically have mascots, like people that played Ronald McDonald or other mascots in commercials or whatever, they could come and be like the celebrity guests. I don't
even know if you would need that many celebrity guests, because if you do wouldn't. I think you could bring in. I think it'd be different. It'd be almost like card shows where there's not necessarily guests there all the time, but they still have people coming in because they want to buy the stuff and trade. But the cool thing is when they do those stuff, a lot of times all panels. So it's some dude who used to work for McDonald's that did the marketing, blah blah blah, who also has a booth, who also wants to sell stuff, who also wants to do an hour panel on Saturday.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's something very interesting.
He wrote a Happy Meal, price guide and for Happy Meal toys, and
we'll even like the artist, artist of some of the vendors, like some of them got to still be alive from like the 80s and 90s stuff. 100%, you know what I mean?
100%. I think it would actually be really cool. I think the reason that fast food history is popular on my channel and a lot of other channels, first off, nostalgia is at an all-time high. It's an all-time high commodity. We as a people. It won't, but it's like, it's really intense right now. Anything 80s and 90s, like no matter what it is worth a lot more money than it was 10 years ago. And it's because we have this want for things to go back to a simpler time. Everybody has it. And so we respond to anything like that. We respond to nostalgia. And I think that's why fast food history is so popular right now. Second reason it's popular. There's not much of it out there. Even their own companies have not been the best about keeping up with their own timelines and history. They'll have a company timeline, but they don't care. Yeah, to them it's just going to work in business. They don't know that people are fans of it.
It's kind of ironic because, like, some of this nostalgia stuff could literally be saving some of these companies, and they don't see it. If Burger King suddenly started struggling super, super hard, and they're doing pretty well right now, so that's a terrible example, or a Wendy's or whoever it may be starts to like have this huge downfall. Yeah. And suddenly they do 3 trial stores where they make all nostalgia stuff and the menus from 1981 or whatever it may be.
Well, Taco Bell just did it, and it's a huge hit. The Decades menu.
And you have the exclusives, you have exclusive merchandise you can only get at that store, and you have trading cards, you have vintage toys coming back, you have old licenses that were probably very cheap to get now to get done again.
They didn't even do what they really could have done, because Taco Bell, the only thing I've seen them kind of do to embrace that program or that menu item was they did retro cups, and I grabbed a couple of them right away, and then most stores ran out of them immediately. They didn't even have them. So it's like, I feel like they did the first step, but if they would have just been like, hey, make this a whole thing. And I think I would love to see more fast food companies do that. Every fast food company has sandwiches or different food items that they'll bring back and forth all the time. And the McRib comes to mind, but that's not a retro, even though it started back in the 80s. It's not still like a retro release.
So can I give you a little insider information that I have from about the McRib?
Sure. Lay
So
it
do you
on
know
me.
why the McRib is seasonal?
No.
Okay, guys. So if you're listening, me and you right now, if you love the McRib,
McRib exclusive.
go ahead and keep eating it. But I'm just going to forewarn you and tell you the reason why it is cheap and ready to go for you is it's only available when the meat prices for the blend that they have, which is the lowest quality grade that they can sell in the United States of America, hits a certain price. They buy up all the meat, grind it up all together, and then send it out to their stores.
Which I think everybody that eats a McRib knows that that's not a natural looking piece of meat. It's pushed into a mold. Yes. I don't think it's that gross because I eat hot dogs. Hot dogs are the exact same thing.
Yeah, so, no, 100%. Yeah. I'm just saying, it's the lowest quality grade of meat.
Whereas hot dogs not necessarily the case, but
it's a blend. I mean, it is a blend. I mean,
I know, but I don't want
to make it sound a little better, I guess. A blend of what? Does it matter? We're still going to eat it.
It's a slurry of meat pressed into a rib mold.
Yikes.
Yeah. I'm actually not much of a fan of the McRib, so it's an easy pass for me when it comes up. But it doesn't make sense that's why they take it away and bring it back.
Yeah, that's why it comes out in like that September, October, November range is because that's when the meat prices tend to go at the price where they seem it's profitable to buy up.
Meat slurry is cheaper.
Yeah. Well, I'm not hate on McDonald's. I'm a McDonald's guy again, and I hate it. But the deals, guys, their deals on their apps are so good.
Yeah, they are.
Like
they do have.
Yesterday,
honestly, most fast food chains do.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys eat out like on the road, like you guys all are con people, like get on all the apps and just open up the app, add stuff to your cart that you want. Don't even go there, and you'll get ads for that stuff, and you'll get like. I went to go check out and I didn't. I said I didn't want to go, so I made some stuff at home. And then the next day they're like, "You want to finish your cart?" And it was like, I got 10-piece chicken nugget for $1, and then additional free medium fry if I order anything over $5. So I just added a double cheeseburger and a cookie, and literally for everything it was like $5.80 for 4 items.
And I'm Subway's like that with their app. And like when I'm at home and we're all going to get Subway. They got buy one get one free deals that they'll do on their footlongs, but the standard deal all the time on the app is buy one get one half off. So if you're getting like for multiple people, it's a no brainer to use the app for Subway. But a lot of the fast food places have really great app deals, and I definitely try to partake in those whenever I can use. It's basically using a coupon. I like to coupon my fast food purchases. No big deal.
It'll dictate sometimes where I go. If it's like, if I know I'm going to be able to eat dinner for like $6 on the road, I know none of it's going to be good. So you might as well save money. You know what I mean? Like,
that's probably why I eat at Sam's a lot. I'll stop for gas, go in, get my $1.50 hot dog combo, add another hot dog or a slice of pizza, and I'm good to go. Mm-hmm. And you're out for $4 or $5. I do that a lot.
Did you see the big controversy about Costco that just came out?
What's the controversy of Costco?
They're switching all of their sodas from Pepsi to Coke.
Ooh. Smart move. I wish Sam's would do that. Yeah. Pepsi's awful. I hate Pepsi. I'll drink it in a pinch because, I'm fat. But I don't want to. I'd rather have a Coke.
Okay. I mean, anybody who wants to know this information from me, it's far too much, but this upcoming year in 2025 in September will be my 20th anniversary of not having soda.
Wow.
20 years.
It's so sad.
Gave it up on my 18th birthday.
Oh man, because there's nothing like a good Coke. Oh
just there
burns is. Going down your throat.
Really good seltzer. And a really good cider and a really good glass of red wine.
Only out of those three, there's only one of those that's really good. The other two are garbage. I'm not a wine drinker myself.
Oh, dude, there's nothing better than a fucking fantastic bottle of red wine with a great steak. Oh,
giving it a try. The whole pairing thing just doesn't really hit my palate the same way. But it's an acquired taste like beer or even alcohol.
100%.
It's one of those things you have to.
An IPA is significantly harder to learn to like than red wine.
That's probably true because IPAs are
And
definitely
people
my
love
least
IPAs.
favorite beer. I agreed. Yeah. I hate the aftertaste of an IPA. It's way too thick
It's
and it
hoppy
just
and
sticks
fucking.
with you, and it's really bitter. I definitely like a beer. It's not black. I can see through it a little bit more. So, but I'll still drink it because I do like beer.
I don't like going to places and you look at what they have on draft, and it's
Yeah.
literally they have 15 things on draft and they're all bragging about it, and 14 of them are fucking IPAs. I'm so tired of seeing
They're so
14 different IPAs, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the different, like, it's crazy because, like, for example, like cider is outselling a lot of, like, a majority of IPAs. Everywhere you go to talk to, those stats are showing up, and they're like, unique good ciders are more popular than IPAs in most places. But
it's very rare for a place to have more than one or two of them.
No, they'll have the cliche normal brand, but I'm like, why aren't you getting these hipster, cool craft breweries to be making ciders and seltzers and even just other stuff?
Cider. We went to a cider brewery in Dallas.
Dallas. That was really good.
That was really good.
Oh my god, the spicy cider!
Yeah,
holy shit, the habanero one or whatever.
Habanero, that's what it was.
Oh my god, I put a little on my tongue just to see what it was, and you reached out to stop me because you tasted. You're like, no, don't do it.
Yeah, it was my god, intense. That was a really cool little brewery there in Deep Ellum.
It was right across from the fantastic barbecue that we had.
Pecan Lodge. Ooh.
Yeah, oh, that's good.
That's good barbecue.
Speaking of good food, and a little bit, and next month we get to go to one of our favorite restaurants,
Charleston,
Husk, baby. I can't wait for Husk. Already made the reservation.
South Carolina. Husk is a delicious Southern food restaurant. Their cornbread, actually everything they have is unbelievable.
They had the fried chicken off the menu last time we were there. That was really good.
So good. I haven't been back to Charleston since that last time we went.
It's like,
we went the year after that, and we just didn't do much. Remember, we ate at that Irish pub like 2 nights in a row. We didn't do any good food restaurants other than those two. That was the year before we did all the food restaurants.
So one year we went to there, then we went to the other, what was it called?
Grace and Grit across the river.
Grit. Yeah, that was very good.
That had the best
fried chicken was good too.
Yeah.
Wait, better than the Korean?
Yeah.
The Korean fried chicken we had in
Korean's
Rhode Island?
number 2 for me, which is, I love that Korean fried chicken. But no, Grace and Grit had the best fried chicken I've ever tasted.
Damn, unbelievable. Should we go there maybe Friday night?
I think so, yeah. Charleston, South Carolina is a foodie town for those who
it's one of those guys. If you guys are going there, there's no great shows in Charleston as far as money wise. They're just not, unfortunately. Because if not,
money wise, yes,
really good financially.
It's a great
experience wise is great.
It's a great, it has the best experience. Like the promoter's awesome. It's a tiny little what was that, like a moose lodge or a what do they call it? Like a little community center. It's a really small venue that they have the con at.
Oh god, it's the guys that ride on the little fucking cars.
Shriners Hall.
Shriner Hall.
Yeah, the Shriner Hall. So it's basically like a banquet hall that they do this con at, and the city has a decent crowd that shows up. It's a really fun little show that you go for the vacation of the weekend. You'll never make money, but you're there for the food.
I'm going to give you the perfect example of what that is for you and I, not for other people for the most part.
Right.
That is our New Orleans.
Yeah, a lot of people will do.
Everybody loves going to New Orleans. They're like, I'm staying for an expo because I don't like make that much money, but I can visit. And I'm like,
that excuse. Yeah, that's true.
Charleston's so much better than New Orleans, and no one wants to talk about it. It's
really better. History. I mean, they got history. That's where the
ghost tours
started. The ghost tour. We did one of those. It's our amazing city. It really is an amazing city.
Yeah.
It's like colonial Boston everywhere you look.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
I think Charleston. There in Savannah, I'll take in the South over pretty much any city. I mean, it's 100%. Just, and it just sucks as both can't support a really, really, really good show.
Our big show, I should say.
They have shows, I mean, I'm talking, they have, of course. But I'm talking like a show where you're like, you put on the map every year, like a Raleigh, like a, those type of cities where you're like, Charleston should be able to suffice a 20,000 person show.
You would think.
But they can't.
But it is, if you look at it, I mean, it's all the way down on the coast. So it's not like it's close to any other big cities where it can draw from. You have to travel to get to it. I think that's why. It has several cons a year, though.
You're telling me in Charleston, 15,000 people can't show up? Come on, guys.
I wouldn't
Show
say
up.
I mean, yes, they have the people, but I don't know if I would say 15,000 of those people are super into pop culture convention going. You're talking about a lot of academics with the old, what's the college there? I forget the college, but because we walked around and toured some of the outer buildings of it. But it's
Old
just
Charleston University.
Old Charleston.
I don't
old Charlestown
University. They spell it OLE.
Yeah. It's just such a cool little city, though.
It is. It's
what were we talking about? We got into Charleston.
Fast food.
Oh,
food. We love food.
Food.
So
let's just say food. Yeah, food is why we were talking about Charleston. But no, fast food. I know. I was trying to make a point about fast food. So I needed early last year, I started realizing I was getting close to hitting all the Chuck E. Cheese's that still had animatronics, and that was a rabid fan base for me on my channel. And I was like, man, I got to come up with something to pivot to when these run out, because it was coming up. And I started doing just I've always had an interest in fast food history, but I didn't think much of it as something that people would like. So I would mix in some McDonald's visits to, the second oldest McDonald's that's still in operation in California, and the first Sonic. I think I did those in January of last year, so a year ago. And I was very pleasantly surprised to see those videos get good hits. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to do a few of these. These might be equivalent to, an animatronic-based video, because they had a completely different fan base. There was a few crossovers, but for the most part, it was a different fan entirely that it was reaching. And then I started doing a few more of them, and then they started getting way bigger hits and view counts than even most of my animatronic videos were getting. I was like, okay, so there's something here that I can capitalize on when these animatronic videos kind of run out, which they basically have now. So Chuck E. Cheese's, I was trying to document all the remaining animatronics, and I've definitely done that and repeat visited most of them too. I'm pretty much done with Chuck E. Cheese videos because pretty much all of them have been changed over to a video screen. So now I can do more fast food related stuff, and I'm pretty happy with the results, because the fan base for that is pretty big, and they are definitely rabid for more of it. So it's been a nice transition.
Like, I don't think you've even tapped into the full market. You watch some videos and they got some 10 million view type stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
I would like to do more with it. Like, again, going back to the original point of these fast food companies aren't good at documenting their own history. And I guess they've always figured, well, someone else is going to do it for us, which is true. Like, there's no shortage of books and videos on McDonald's.
Yeah.
However, just like when I was getting into Chuck E. Cheese stage visits, there's a lot of that content out there, but not all of it's very good. It's very either incomplete or terrible video or audio or whatever. So my goal has always been to take a subject like an animatronic visit or a fast food visit, research the hell out of it, and try to add production value with drone shots and just trying different things to make it seem more professional. I've always looked at my vlog as something that could be on the Travel Channel. That doesn't mean I think it's going to be on the Travel Channel. I'm not an idiot. I'm just saying that I've always aimed at that as a production standard. Even when I was doing my vlog early on, when we would do episodes, I would go into a city, I would look for movies that were filmed there, do at least 1 or 2 movie locations, at least 2 or 3 meals, so we could hit eats, and then sometimes either cover the con or just cover general things in the city. And I had that format every single vlog. So I've always kind of held that production standard up. And I think that's why my videos have gotten popular. It's something that there's not a lot of information about, but it's also, when you click on it, you're going to get that information and you're going to get it. It's going to be pleasing to your ears and your eyes.
Yeah.
That is, if I chew one time on camera, then it's ruined the experience for about 700 people that will post horrible comments about it.
Yeah.
So I've learned my lesson. I do a lot of bite cut. I'm like, well, that was good.
Yeah.
I've definitely had to learn.
Hey, fatty, why are you eating like that, you fucking pig? Yeah.
Are you reading the
Literally.
comments? Is that what you're doing, Tim? Because that's
I
what they
have read a
post.
couple where I was like,
Yeah.
oh damn, like
Damn.
you know,
I've
like
deeply offended you.
on like the
Oh my
original
God.
Burger King video, dude. He had like 8
Oh,
comments in a row of being like, wow, did you go for 4 more? And I'm like, damn,
yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah.
Like people are savage.
That was
Oh
the
my
one I had to
God.
learn the hardest because it was like I didn't even think about it when I was telling the history of it, but I was doing it while I was eating.
Oh,
Ooh, boy, did I learn that lesson on that video.
yep.
Holy
Yeah.
Toledo.
No, you
But
got
still,
shit
somehow that
all
video
over,
has 380,000 views. So
which is so
I don't
great.
know. I mean, they can complain all they
So
want, but they're still giving me
does
money.
it take a lot in researching as far as like stuff that you've had to know, like as far as fast food? Because obviously there's a kind of a deep dive on fast food and the field around it, because it's very broad. That means sometimes candy, that means sometimes sodas, that means like toys. All these things are kind of intertwined in that whole world.
Well, I tell you what, and this is why I have that belief that we don't document this history enough. When I start researching certain brands, very few of them have so much pictures and video and all that. Very few. I'm having to deep dive dig for so many things about the history of a major fast food chain. And I'm like, how has no one documented this? It's ridiculous. And
Crazy.
or finding I just did I've got my Jimmy John's history of Jimmy John's is coming out this weekend. You would not believe how few pictures there are of the history of Jimmy John's. And it started in 1983. I have probably less than 10 to 15 pictures of their entire history. That's all I can find online.
Crazy. Because
people will just repost the same pictures that are already there. Yep. And you can only see that same picture so many times, but and it's really just regurgitating the same info that's out there. So I had to dig in multiple videos, multiple interviews, multiple pages. Like it took about 2 weeks of research for that video because there was so little info out there other than Jimmy John himself just telling the story. And I wanted to get a little bit deeper on it, but I've run into that a lot. And I think that just comes from these fast food places not taking it seriously of when they need to keep this stuff documented. But I think we're all guilty of that. There's so many things where I'm like, oh, I probably took 80 pictures of that thing. Oh, I took no pictures. Okay, great. I do that all the time. I think everybody does. So I guess it's just the human part of these fast food companies. They're just not thinking about it till it's way too late.
Yep. Well, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to test you a little bit on your fast food and drinks and anything related to nostalgia of the fast food world.
I mean, I feel like I could do a test. I don't know if I've ever thought of doing a test.
It's kind of like
enough about it.
I wish there was a way to test you. Oh wait, there is right now. And I'm going to test you. I did some deep diving myself and found, because I love fast food stuff. So I actually am going to do a little tester. So we are going to test him with, I believe it's around 8 to 10 different Mascot and related items to the nostalgia fast food world.
Oh, like you're going to show me like mascots and let me guess? Oh, I got this, baby.
Yep.
I know my mascot. Well,
we'll see.
I can usually place the mascot with it. I might not always be good on the. I don't know. What am I saying? I'll probably be all right.
Yeah,
I know a lot.
You should know at least. You'll know at least one of them for sure. So,
does he have red hair and a white face and a yellow suit? His name's Ronald.
Who?
Yeah. If your first one is Ronald McDonald, I'm going to get that.
All right. So,
look at this. You did a multimedia presentation.
I literally built an entire thing just for you guys.
Oh, I don't even get to read it.
Oh,
all right. What are these? Are these the characters from like
here we go.
Let's go out to the lobby when you're watching a movie at the
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
That's what
grab ourselves some bitches.
I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I mean,
all right.
Although I feel like a donut dude and a burger dude couldn't land some ladies,
I mean, nostalgia. Dude, bitches are into nostalgia. I will say that right now. They love it.
And this bitch is into nostalgia. I'll just tell you that right now.
Absolutely.
Fast food mascot quiz. Look at you doing things.
I'm all over the board here. I'm ready to
all
rock.
over the. Was that? Oh, here we go. I'm a fast food retro archaeology blogger.
Here we all go.
I wish to share with you everything I know about fast food history. I'm demanding that. I'm just saying this. Yeah, I wish to share with you. Yes. I don't wish to share with you, but yeah, I kind of do, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right.
All right.
Is there anything about meatballs? Because I see 2 little meatballs in that bowl.
I had to leave them in. I was going to put your logo on it, but I just thought they're too fucking cute. I just got to leave them in now.
Adorable meatballs.
Right, so here we are. We ready?
Look at that. Yeah.
All right. So here's a little tester. Ooh, a little mascot quiz for y'all. Are you ready, Chris?
I'm literally sitting here ready. I've got nowhere else to be.
Nowhere else to be. Yes. Congratulations, guys. You're in for a treat here. So it is basically you're going to see them either blurred out, covered up a little bit, and you have to guess what it is.
Right there. Okay.
Oh, so who is this lovely character?
Was it the Tootsie Pop was the owl. It was a sucker though, right? Well, he's holding suckers, I know. Well, he could be holding balloons. Dummies. Dum-dums. Yeah.
Let's see if that's correct, guys. What do we all think? Yay or nay?
He would drum with the dum-dums.
Boom!
Oh,
Dum-dums pops, baby. All right.
Dum-dums.
I think that's also, though, we're going to talk about this, I know, as we go on, but like the amount of insanely cool, ridiculous, over the top ridiculousness of these things is so underrated compared to like these modern day bullshit. Like the older ones were so much cooler. All right, here we go.
Oh, that's Pizza Pete from Pizza Hut. I got a shirt with him on it. Pizza Pete. Pizza Hut.
Back with Pizza Hut when you got to go inside and eat at the buffet.
They had the skillet pizza, personal pizzas.
I had those at school every Tuesday. Oh, it was the day to go. Oh. All right, Pizza next one. Let's see. So Pizza P, baby. Let's go.
I know Pizza P.
Oh, this is a fun one.
That's the oven mitt from Arby's. It was the before we got the meats.
Correct. So I'm going to give a little background on this one because I saw it and said, "Hey, that's pretty crazy."
You don't remember these commercials? They were like 90s and 2000s.
All right, so it is Tom Arnold voiced in the commercial.
I definitely did not know that. That's interesting.
Yes,
Tom Arnold voiced the oven mitt.
Yeah, and definitely one of those things where, like, if I run into him, I would be kind of cool to get signed.
Well, he was just in Steel City. Just in Steel City. Actually, that would be a cool thing to get autographed because they sold those in the store.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, the mittens.
For 2 years. For 2 years. And then,
cool
if everybody wants to have some entertainment, go watch the very last clip they ever did of him. It's pretty hilarious. So,
definitely.
It's like kind of depressing.
I didn't know Tom Arnold did that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think maybe we should buy a mat, like a mitt, like authentic one, like a normal one from them. And then we should film him reactions and him like signing it because I think that'd be awesome at a con.
That would be. It could be. All right,
next up. This is a hard one.
Is it?
This is the one I thought you would not be able to get at all.
Burger Chef.
Wow.
Look at that.
Oh.
You got old Burger Chef. I'm actually wearing the damn shirt. Look, see, this is how plugged in I am.
You are on it, my friend. I will be straight up with you guys. I will be 100% honest with you guys because we don't lie to you here at all. Ever. We're always very truthful and upfront. He did not know any questions I was going to ask him. He knew nothing about this. This is wholly out of entirely pulled out of left field. So yes, that happens to be very ironic. I saw him wearing it and I was like, oh, there's one shirt.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I can definitely
this is the harder one. I don't think you're going to get this one. This is the tough one.
I recognize him. Is that the no, I'm thinking Avoid the Noid. Oh no, that was Domino's. Is that the Dot from 7-Up?
What's his name?
Was it Dot? Was it Red Dot? Pop Dot? Action Dot? Something Dot? Was Red Dot, wasn't it?
Nope.
Well, he hasn't been their mascot a long time though. I'm just gonna say Dot. I'm almost positive the name was Dot. But I remember
your lovely streak. Your streak
is over. It had to. But was it 7-Up though?
Spot. It was Spot. Yeah. It was
So
cool Spot.
And he's so close.
So this is from the actual video game cover that they made
did a video game of the 7-Up mascot. You know what? That would be a cool game to do that you could play all the different fast food mascots, or like Pillsbury Doughboy, Ronald McDonald, and Grimace go on an adventure or something. That would be a cool video game.
Yeah.
And the cool Spot, obviously.
It was on, I know for a fact it was Super Nintendo for sure.
No kidding.
So I remember the cover being very similar to this.
I mean, McDonald's has done games. Chuck E. Cheese has done games. I have a few of them.
So Cool Sport was a 1993 platform game developed by Virgin Games for Mega, Genesis, Super Nintendo, and Game Boy.
Had Cool Spot on it. Cool Spot. Why was I saying dot? It was so close. Got it wrong.
So even then, like this would be something cool, like all these random artists on here that like you may never heard of, but like would also be like, it would be cool because they've also done 100 different names.
I think there's something to this, dude. I think people would show up to a fast food con. I really do.
I agree, especially if you had the nostalgia of the video game part of it too. I think it
we already got the vendors worked out. This might be half the battle right there. Then you're just really coming up with programming. Keep going.
Let's move on to the next one. Boom.
Oh, what company? Dennis the Menace.
Dennis the Menace.
Yeah, he did a big run with them.
I want to talk about something because I had to find this one specifically because it spoke to me. Do you know why it spoke to me?
I don't know. It's a kid sticking his butt out. So I'm wondering.
Dude, Dennis the Menace is like getting fucking down and dirty. Like he is getting lit off of these Sundays. He's bouncing and twerking and shit, dude. Look at him. He's twerking.
This character was before we knew what ADD was. This kid had it. Every comic was him like getting into sugar and losing his mind. Like, he is the perfect mascot for that. The 70s and 80s era Dairy Queen. But I remember the Dennis the Menace advertising for Dairy Queen. Yeah.
For Dairy Queen. All right.
Scrum-delicious.
All right.
Oh, it's Bazooka Joe. That is Bazooka Joe. You unwrap the gum, you get the comic starring Bazooka Joe. There's the man. Who knows what happened to his eye? He's 9. He's got one eye. Why is this kid a mascot? Nobody knows.
Because he's a badass, apparently.
Apparently, he lost it in a gang fight. Just one eye.
Because you got to know the song. You know the song that you would sing at camp and shit? It was Bazooka, Bazooka, Bubblegum. Bazooka, Bazooka, Bubblegum. My mom gave me a penny. She said go buy a henny. I didn't buy no henny. Instead, I bought bubblegum. Bazooka, Bazooka, Bubblegum. Bazooka, Bazooka, Bubblegum. No, that's a real song. And it's beautiful. Yes.
I've never heard this song. Was this a radio ad that you made up?
If it is, then they need to be making a lot of money off of it. It's a song, or else
who wrote that song is terrible. It needs probably a tune to it.
Well, I'm singing, so that tells you right there.
Yeah, but the chorus was not great. I'm just saying, come on, Bazooka Joe.
It's like a whole. It's a whole like tiered song, a bunch of other stuff. Yeah,
Bazooka Joe was cool, but we always did wonder what happened to his eye.
That is very,
I mean, maybe it's a kid with one eye. Just saying.
I mean,
he's seen some shit.
He's like, how do we go named Bazooka? Because my dad hit me with a huge arm.
I mean, what's the backstory? I can't rule it out. I mean, we don't know what happened. Dad liked to use his belt and smack me in the face with it, and you're like, well,
what was this, like the 50s and 60s?
Yeah, 100%. So it was right in the era.
That's on par.
Why did Bazooka Joe have one eye? Because he talked back to his mom.
Yes.
I mean,
he even said that at when you opened up the package, had little cartoons on it that like, don't talk back to your parents, and then
because it says the Bazooka comics. They always just had like a little adventure or blurb, whatever, but they always had a joke because I would, regale the schoolyard with the Bazooka bubblegum jokes. But I don't remember a storyline that they were like, we're gonna do an 8-piece epic about Bazooka Joe's missing eye. That would have been riveting. That's just my humble opinion.
Oh my god! I'm looking up some of these jokes to find a quick one that we can talk about, and they're
the Bazooka comic jokes.
Holy shit,
they were
so
like
bad,
before dad jokes. Horrible. They were absolutely.
They're not even like on a dad joke level. They're like the worst.
They're not even funny. But they were jokes. If you had jokes in kindergarten, you had currency, dude. If you had your mama jokes, you were a god. That's the 80s and 90s summed up for you right there. Yeah, that's how you kept.
I'm like trying to find them and
away from not even wedgies. You can't even find like pictures of Bazooka Joe comics.
Yeah,
Bazooka Joe.
Also, one of them.
By the way, worst gum ever. Like if you, it was like the gum was like out of baseball card packs, but thicker, so it would snap your teeth in half. Just hard is
having like fillings and crowns. I cringe thinking about that gum.
It was like chewing little. It was chewing rocks. Is what you were doing. It took forever to get it soft. It was crazy. That's what she said.
But it's still. Did you know it's still top secret? They don't know what's in it yet. They haven't never released it.
Cement is definitely an ingredient.
Yes. All right, we got one more. I think this is the hardest one. I don't think you're gonna get this one. I don't think you're gonna get it.
Oh, I am gonna get it.
I'll give you a tip though. That they did make. They made a Funko Pop of it. Is that why?
Because I can see the logo on the bottles.
Character's name.
Oh,
but what's
orangey?
The character's name?
Maybe orangey, but I know that's Fanta because of the label. But I don't remember.
So I'll even give you the next
character.
I'll give you the next one. Yes, it's orange Fanta.
Enjoy Fanta.
But what is the Fanta's mascot's name?
I mean, look at this guy. He looks like a court jester. And does he have a hairy belly button? Is that what we're supposed to assume? I mean, I guess he's a clown, but based on the face paint and the red nose. Why is he on a train?
They do have a Funko Pop of him.
No kidding. I'm not surprised. Mm-hmm. I've got all the McDonald's Funko Pops, so I can't be surprised that they're going to do 60s mascots.
Well, now it's time to add the Fanta clown or the Fanta jester, depending on whatever you wanted to call it. The orange jester.
Fanta jester. I don't know. What is his name?
Oh, good. Fanta clown.
It is clown. Okay. Well, I was way off on the jester, but
super simple. Oh,
so I guess that's a frilly button instead of a hairy belly button on his shirt.
That is correct.
Why is he on a train? I don't know where the train comes in. You're going to ride a train of orange flavor right down your throat, boy.
Well, apparently, in my research, this ad caused a little controversy because kids at school were grabbing 2 glass bottles and trying to drink out of both of them to be cool, like the clown jester. And apparently, some kids got hurt and stuff. So,
amateurs.
I know, it's fun. It is so fun,
dude. I was just looking up Bazooka Joe comics, not to go back a slide, but on
hold on,
eBay, there's a Bazooka Joe and his gang comic cards, lot of 56 from the 1960s, $200. I threw all those away like an idiot. You would open it, chew the gum, break your teeth, and then wad up the wrapper and throw it away. What a fool! Should have kept
God
these.
bless America.
Yeah. Let's break up some more. Oh, there's a set of 20 original Bazooka comic wrappers for $40. Yeah, I should have kept those, man. I used to chew a lot of Bazooka Joe gum. 100%. Oh, dude. Yeah, looking back on it, you're like, this is terrible gum. Why am I drinking it? Or why am I eating this?
You know what gum was underrated, though? Was the zebra gum. What was it called?
No, it wasn't. Flavor Stripe? Dude, it tasted so good for 1 minute, and then the flavor would be gone. It was like worst gum for keeping it. It was good flavor, though.
It was like candy.
Fruit Stripe. Not Flavor Stripe. Fruit Stripe. That's what that was. Fruit Stripe Zebra. Oh, yeah. I also had a fortune on these. That's right. That was the other thing. A person is measured by the promises he makes. Keep your word. There's a lot of people in this world that need that. A penny for your thoughts, but I expect change.
Oh, damn.
You were born at a very young age is the fortune on this one. Okay, well, there you go. Oh, this one's interesting. The mailman will be the most important person in your life next week. Are you going to walk in on him and mom? I mean, what does that mean?
Here's your fortune for the day. If you
really?
become a tree surgeon, you'll wind up on a limb.
Oh, that's terrible. That's not good. You know, I remember these being way funnier when I was 9. It's nice to know
your
that
fortune.
my taste
Keep
of comedy
trying
is
to
terrible.
look at this. Look, dude, look at this propaganda though. I don't like this shit. You ready? This is bullshit propaganda.
Give it
Yeah,
to
it
me.
is. You ready? You ready?
Okay.
Your fortune for today. Keep trying to improve your schoolwork. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of my classroom. You know what I mean? Like, who do you think you are, Bazooka Joe? Fuck you, man.
That's
Fuck
what we
you.
tell all kids. Don't do drugs. Stay in school. It's the whole thing. So let's talk a little therapy. So what triggered you about getting your schoolwork done? Were you
I had good grades, but I don't want to be told by some gum to go back to work. Like,
you listen to me, gum. You don't know me. I learn at my own pace,
bro. I will chew you and spit you out. You know what I mean?
I'll chew you like a piece of fruit stripe.
Yeah, right.
Well, it's a weird thing to take offense to, but you know, you do you.
Yeah. Well, I'm just offended by 1952's Americana, I guess. I don't know. Fuck.
I know. We were very concerned with the kids learning the 10 Commandments, and now nobody knows what those are. So life's changed a bit in America in the last 80 years.
Interesting. So,
yeah.
But yeah, so we're back. I'm going to snack on something really quick.
Well, that was a fun little unexpected pop quiz. I felt like I did pretty good on that.
I'm gonna give you a little question to see what you know what this is before I put it in my mouth. You ready?
Wow, that's what she said. What are we doing?
Not to you. But...
no, not to me.
All right, what is this?
Hold that out, Lord. You and your fudge Elmer cookies. He eats these things. How are you not my size? That's what I want to know. How is that possible? Because you'll eat those things by the packs, and they come like 40 cookies to a pack.
Well, they used to, but now they're like an inch shorter. They come less. The box is less. Like, they screw you down the price.
Yeah.
Well, they're only 50 cents more. We really try to help, but it's that total shrinkflation where everything inside is actually smaller.
I used to love Snicker bars, like the king size Snicker bars, and I haven't had one in forever. I picked one up the other day just to be like, oh, that sounds good. I picked up. It feels like it's half the width that it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And it's $3.09 at a convenience store. I was like, and we're putting that back. What? You're getting half the bar, and now it's $1.50 more than the last time I used to buy them? Insane.
Because those were, for the EL fudge cookies, they were $5.29, but they were BOGO, so I got 2. So I was like, okay, that's okay. Not great, but it's a good price.
That's not bad.
$2.70 something, ish. Yeah.
I wish I liked those. Yeah, I mean they're okay, but
they're good.
I don't know. I like cookies, but they have to be like homemade or like a higher end cookie. I like those. But
your wife Shannon makes some fantastic chocolate chip cookies. Oh, you know who makes really good, different, unique? Yes, cupcakes. She does make very good.
Yeah.
Is Bun Lung's wife Pamela makes fucking phenomenal chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, because she gave them in New York. Oh, he brought them so good. They were really good. Yeah. Yeah, those were solid.
Pam, if you're listening to this, we love you. Please make us more cookies. Please.
That would be great. Yeah, I would definitely eat some more of those cookies, but she's not watching.
No, she's not. She's good. She has good taste. So.
And if she was, she would have turned us off. How many minutes are we into this? A long time ago.
Yeah.
There's no way she was around. In fact, why are we doing this to our poor viewers? We should probably sum this up. We've been talking about food for an hour, and probably most of you are like, what are these guys talking about?
It's literally 1 a.m. for me, and I'm contemplating if I can make to McDonald's in time. I'm not even hungry, but now I am. Like, I want a little shitty double cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah.
They don't even taste like a meat. It doesn't even taste like a burger, but it just tastes so good.
It's a slurry. It's a slurry patty.
Yeah.
You just press it into the shape.
McSlurry meat.
Delicious. McSlurry.
Well,
I'd like a McSlurry burger.
On that note, our new sponsor, McSlurry, has to say some things from our sponsor here.
Sponsored by McDonald's. I'm loving it.
On that note, McDonald's reach out to us. Secondly, we are going to wrap this up. Thank you guys, everybody, for listening. Chris, say your goodbyes.
Bye. Thanks for watching and listening.
All right, guys. And join the convo.